Alright, boys, so over the weekend, I decided to watch the full Zack Snyder's Justice League, and this movie was extremely long. But it was good, though. It was a good movie. I definitely don't have that much problems with the movie, and I really did like some shots in the movie. I really did like the character arcs, and I just like this movie overall. Like, generally, I actually like it. But again, that 4 hour runtime definitely was a killer. And there are like some scenes in this movie where it's like, okay, it's cool that it's in there, but is it really necessary to be in there? That's the shit I was kind of asking myself while watching this movie with some scenes. But I feel like with those scenes, they definitely did build up the character more and kind of explain more of the character in general, talk about their grievances, their problems, because every character in this movie, except for maybe the Batman, I guess, maybe you know what, Batman probably does have like some type of problem or grievance, you know what I mean? And they really did showcase that, which I think was very nice and very touching. And overall, as I said, man, I really did like this movie. I liked the whole, kind of film grain that was on it as well, because the Zack Snyder's Justice League is different from the regular Justice League. Now, I never watched the regular Justice League, so I'm not really going to be comparing the films, but I know what a lot of people say it's ass, so I might check it out maybe like, I don't know, next few days or something like that, and probably drop a video kind of comparing it to. But after watching the Zack Snyder's Justice League, I thought it was incredible. I really do like, again, the film grain, how it's kind of like more darker with the kind of the sides being low cut off there, just to show you that it's different from the rest. And I really did like the villain as well, Steppenwolf. I think Steppenwolf was pretty cool, but the I feel like the villain that they should have taken more advantage of was definitely Darkseid. I think Darkseid is such a sick and badass villain, and I kind of wish that he still, or he made more of an impact on the movie instead of just being there, because Steppenwolf said, "Oh, we found that the anti-life equation. I think that's what they said on this Earth." Which that probably really isn't spoilers. Again, I'm gonna talk about spoilers later on in the video. I'll let you guys know. But I would have loved to see Darkseid have a bigger impact. But still, I think Steppenwolf was such a sick villain, especially how menacing he was. That dude did not care. That dude would tear anything in his way to get what he needed to get for his master plan, I guess you would say. And overall, I really just did like this movie, and it was such a fun time to watch with all the superheroes and stuff like that. I really do like some of the shots in this movie, and I really did think that it was a very, very solid, great movie. So if I was to rate it out of 10, I would say the Zack Snyder's Justice League is 8 out of 10. Again, great movie, just a few problems that I have with it. Like, for example, the runtime, I think it's a little bit too long, and some of the slow motion definitely could get out of hand. But I guess that's what it is with the Zack Snyder movies. I think the slow motion sometimes is kind of unnecessary. And the third thing is just the background music at times. Every time Wonder Woman comes on the screen, it's like this like background music that's just like, we get it. Wonder Woman's on the screen. And sometimes I feel like it is kind of unnecessary, and it's like the same track over and over again, which I think definitely they could have maybe put more effort into that and make it maybe a little bit more different each time, like different tones or something like that. I don't really know. But yeah, as I said, 8 out of 10, pretty good movie. Now let's talk about some spoilers. All right, so if you don't want to get spoiled, click off now, and let's hop straight into it. So first thing first, again, as I said, I really wish there was more Darkseid. I don't like how the whole like mother box shit. Like, I get it, it's cool, like you have to get the 3 mother boxes, but I wish that Darkseid actually stepped in the Earth, and then like they forced him back to his own place. I feel like that would have made such a better ending than what we got. But I think it's still very cool how Wonder Woman like slices Steppenwolf's head off. I think that's so fucking badass. And also the Flash going back in time because the Justice League lost, and then dude, that part was so fucking sick. I won't lie. That's probably like the best part of the movie, and one of the best parts in like DC film history. That shit was so sick. And I just really like this movie. I really do like Cyborg and kind of like his past and everything like that with his like father and stuff, and how his father sacrificed himself to send the location of the mother box, which I think is very smart. At first, in the beginning, I was like, bro, this dude basically kind of like committed like this dude basically kind of passed away, I guess you would say. I don't want to say the word because I don't want my YouTube channel to get shut down. I was like, oh, okay, he kind of passed away for like no reason. I was like, what's the point? But then with them showing that, oh, he's kind of I guess gave the location. It was just really nice, man. I really do like that part. Also with Henry Cavill coming back as well, I think that scene was so badass where all the Justice League were kind of going against him because he kind of forgot who he was for a second. And the Flash going like his going in his like Speed Force type shit with like the Superman kind of chasing him. I thought that scene was so sick. And there's just again, as I said, there's a lot of badass scenes in this movie. I really don't have any problems with the story. I feel like, again, as I said, some of the shit was like, you could have probably taken out the movie. Like, for example, that one Wonder Woman scene where she's like trying to stop those, I guess, terrorists from like bombing the building. I really do think that that was kind of unnecessary to have in the movie. I guess it was like to showcase Wonder Woman, but you probably could have showcased Wonder Woman in a different way where it actually had meaning, because those guys that were trying to like destroy that place with all the kids like on a field trip, I thought that was kind of unnecessary. And I think that's like only it. Also, like the Amazons and shit like that, I feel like that was kind of like dragging a little bit too long. Again, a little bit slow motion scenes were going crazy. And then the beginning as well, I feel like was a little bit slow. But other than that, I really did like this movie, man. I really did, and I'll definitely probably watch it again if I have time. And the Zack Snyder's Justice League, I understand now why people want the Justice League 2 and to bring back Zack Snyder, even though that's probably not gonna happen, especially with Black Adam coming out and everything like that. I really don't think that's gonna happen, and they're gonna build off a new universe, and I hope it's good. But I hope to see Darkseid in the future because I think he's such a sick villain. That's one of my favorite villains of all time. So I hope he comes back later on in the movies, because in this movie I think he looks absolutely incredible. And hopefully with the other Justice League movies, that if they do make another Justice League movie, I hope that Green Lantern's in there, and I hope to show more Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter in this movie only showcased like twice, which I think is kind of it's kind of a letdown in my opinion, because he's like kind of a big character in Justice League, and only showing him twice, I was like, ah. And still, I kind of wish, again, Green Lantern was in this movie, as I said, but it's just little problems that, or little shit that had with the problems with the movie. But still, honestly, just an awesome movie. As I said, 8 out of 10. So thank you guys for watching. See ya.